it's hard not to misspeak about this. Everything has a material component. When I say some things don't have a material component, I'm always misspeaking because it's really an issue about, relative, the relations. How much of materiality, can we find, and is it just cognitive, the cognitive version, or is it, is there something in addition within our perceptions that looks like there's a material component outside of our body? But I'm going to say an example. For example, there is a fundamental difference of kind between food and non-food, edible things and inedible things, right? And there is a material component because it relates to our material survival. So, for example, acorns, not edible. They're just really bad for you. If you try to eat acorn, you're not going to get sustenance from it. But then again, the Miwok processed acorns through a very complicated process of mashing and bleaching them, and dealing with the acids and things that are bad for humans, and broke it down into a healthy food. So they really converted something from one kind to another. And how is that even possible? Right? Because if kind was fundamental, there's a question of how it's even possible to convert things from one kind to another. And I would argue that it's done in degrees, and this is made more and more edible because you can't eat it. It's just not nutritious, right? And it's poison, but you can make it more and more edible, more and more nutritious in degrees. All right. So all questions of kind break down to like this, and it's true of humans too. And this is what I was trying to argue evolutionarily, that looking at the evolutionary history, that it would be really questionable to talk about the special kind of humans as something we can rely on, when in fact that specialness can be changed by degrees, and other animals can evolve, and animals have some sort of a claim to being of their potentials. And so while they're useful, because I want to know when something is edible or not, I want something that's poison to be labeled as poison, and these are important to me, it seems that they break down into questions of degree when looked at closely enough. So though there is a level where kind is important to us as beings, and that is no doubt why we pose and posit and project concepts of kind onto the world, the fact is we have done so. Now, I believe in projecting beauty, in the sense that when I see beauty, I respect it as beauty. I say the flower is beautiful, but I know this is a projection of my mind. Now, it's one I embrace, I want to have. But when we get down to fundamental questions, I'm going to say, listen, there's biological, human, all too human reasons that we rely on these abstractions, these high-level abstractions of kind, when in reality they all break down and can be put in terms of degrees.